Yeah, Music Mindset family. You read it right. Unfortunately, these are some tough times for me right now, but I had to do this video. Um, on this channel, we do a lot of stuff about music legends and the things that they did to change us, mold us, and leave us with sounds that will never fade. But this time, I have to talk about a legend who meant the most to me in the world, and that's my mother. Her name was Katey Pearl. And unfortunately, we lost her a couple of days ago. And I just felt like I've done a lot of tributes to a lot of famous people that the world loved. But this time I have to do a tribute to somebody that I love, that will always have my heart. And if you care anything about Mr. Mindset, you'll stay with me as I go and do a tribute to my mother. Mama, you know. So yeah, I kind of been missing in action for the last couple of weeks because on October 20th, 2025, I lost my mom. And as hard as that is even to say out loud, I realized something. Every single thing I've ever done in music, every reaction, every groove that's ever hit me deep, it all started with her. See, my mom loved music, gospel music, reggae music. That was her medicine. That mix of devotion and deep groove was the real soundtrack to my life growing up. And it unconsciously shaped every beat I've ever chased. I've often talked on this channel about the importance of being hands-on, of getting the tools. She was the one who bought my first tools. When I was 10, she bought me my first instrument, a violin. She wanted me to be exposed to structure and musical beauty. Then came the drumstick she got me and the practice pad in middle school. She supported that change in direction without question. And she was there with me with the sports I wanted to play and high school sports and the marching band and stuff like that. And then there was the most significant contribution she got. It was an old Fender Rhodes in perfect condition. I just had to have it. I was in college and I called her needing money. I told her it was for some school stuff. The truth is, it was for a beautiful used Fender Rhodes I found in a local music store, the sound of 1,000 classic records. Now, years later, I finally confessed what it was really for to her. She just looked at me and gave me that classic shake of her head and said, "Boy," you know what I mean? That was her way of saying, you are always going to do what you love. She always supported the passion, even when it was wrapped in a small deception. She was there when I cut my first record. She even came to one of my first shows, man, a crowd of 9,000 people cheering, and all she could do is look at me and say, "That's my son up there on the stage." Losing her is a kind of silence I haven't felt before. But even in the silence, there was music. At her funeral, we played Jesus is Loved by the Commodores, a song that perfectly encapsulates the foundation she built her life on. And we also played one of her favorite songs, Open My Heart by Yolanda. I had a good friend of mine sing that live. Everybody agreed and told me this was the perfect, powerful send-off, and it felt like she was right there in the room again, sitting in the pews. Hey, listen, music has always been how I process life, and this time it's no different. This isn't just about loss, it's about legacy. The truth is, my mom was music to me. She moved me through life with rhythm, grace, and heart. And even though she's gone, every note I ever play, every artist I react to, every melody that moves me, she's still in it, still part of the sound. So this one's for you, Mama. Thank you for giving me my first instrument, for supporting my dreams, and teaching me to listen, not just to music, but to life. And her motto that she taught me, if there's a will, there's a way. And I stuck through it all through my life up to this point, and I'll continue that because I know anything that you want to accomplish in life, if you have the will to do it, and with God's help, you can get it done. So it's an emotional time for me. I'm holding it together best I can. I've done a lot of thinking, a lot of pondering on what she meant to me, and I've looked at a lot of pictures and stuff like that, and all I can do is say, my mother was the best to me. She was 83 years old. And that story I told about the piano, the Fender Rhodes, that's what really got me deeply into music and learning how to play. That piano cost $150, but it was a golden machine for me. I don't know how I got lucky enough to get it, but with her help and that $150 she sent me and a little fib that I told her, that led to a lot of things in music, a lot of opportunities and stuff like that. I'll never forget her. I don't want to be any more morbid than I've already been, but I felt if I can do a tribute to some of these people that none of us really know, I had to take a moment and do a tribute to somebody who I know from the beginning of my life until now. Hey, I thank you guys for checking it out. I hope you can appreciate that. If you have anything to say about it, I don't mind. I'll see you next time on the Music Mindset channel. This happened to be the first video. I couldn't do another video until I did this, and I'll get back to business as soon as I can. And those who appreciate what I do on this channel, I'll let you know that I'm a real person. And these type of things, they matter to me, man. I know some of you guys have gone through the same thing or will be going through the same thing sometime in the future. We all will be going. And we need to encourage each other and be there for each other. So I'm going to go now. I'll see you next time on the Music Mindset channel.